What up, guys? I'm back, and I know it's been a while. The holidays, I really didn't do any filming. I went live a couple times, but I had to make this video because my bro Jeffrey Comic Con tagged me in a tag video on basically how we collect. How do we feel like we collect as a collector and this passion that we all have? And for me, man, it's like I guess I consider myself like an all around collector. Like, um, like I don't just collect for just one certain thing. I collect for like a multiple different things, and it's kind of a crazy deal. Like I like big boy books. I like speculation books. I like keys. I like stories. I like artwork. I like artists, and sometimes that's what I collect for. So let me show some of the stuff that I collect, and like right here. This mainly right here is stuff that I collected that is like for the artwork or the artist. So like I've got this Ghost Rider right here. Definitely I consider that to be a piece of artwork. That is a beautiful cover. This will possibly get slabbed one day, but it's something that I had to get because I believe the cover was just too beautiful not to have in my collection. And so that's one. This right here, Alex Ross, when he did Parasite, and it just stood out to me. And I love Alex Ross, and that Parasite cover is just, I mean, clean, man. I mean, you should get this in your collection if you don't have it. And so that's another one I bought for the artwork or the artist. Spider-Man #1. I am a big Ryan Otley fan. I loved him on Invincible, and basically follow dude wherever he goes. So he did Spider-Man, so I've got Spider-Man #1 right here, the Ryan Otley cover, and yeah, man, I just like his stuff. Ryan Otley is to me like one of the best artists going today right now. So this one I bought strictly for the artwork. The negative of Dark Side, not Dark Seed like some people try to mispronounce. It's Dark Side. And Mr. Miracle 10, I seen this cover and I was like, this has to be in my PC. And so this is like for the artwork. Art Germ, strictly for the artwork. Beautiful Invisible Woman. Had to get that. And Jim Lee doing Superman Unchained. Had to get that. I'm a big Jim Lee fan. He is like one of the masters of the game, and I'll argue with anybody who says he's not. And some more Jim Lee. Magneto is my favorite villain, so X-Men 1, Magneto covered by Jim Lee. Jim Lee is, like I said, one of my favorite artists, and Magneto is my favorite villain. Can't have a PC collection without having some Michael Turner, R.I.P. Michael Turner doing Supergirl. This is like Michael Turner does, like, before J. Scott Campbell, Michael Turner was the man. So I will argue that with anybody that says different. So, and this clean Matina cover with Deathstroke and Batman fighting. Matina, like, he kills it on his covers, and I love him. So anything Matina, I collect. Another Matina cover that had to be on my PC. I literally waited outside to get this at my LCS, and I was the first person to grab the only copy. So, but all the Batman Rogues Gallery, you got Solomon Grundy, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, Scarface, the Joker, Deathstroke, Scarecrow. Matina just killed it on this cover, and this will be, actually, I think I'm gonna put that on a issue of a episode of To Slab or Not to Slab. Delato, everybody wanted this cover. Another beautiful art by Delato right there. Spider-Man fighting the black symbiote suit. So, and I don't really buy annuals, but I bought this one because it was Delato, and I love the cover. So, some more Jim Lee goodness right there. The Joker What can you say? Everybody wants this. I wish I had the sketch variant, but I don't. But at least I have this. Another beautiful book there. And for the life of me, I think I can't remember who did this cover, but this is just a beautiful Teen Titans cover. When I seen that, I was like, I have to put that in my PC. And it has Crush on the cover, so Lobo's daughter, and that was another one that was just like strictly for the art. So those are the books, some of the books that I bought just for the artist or the artwork. Now, these books are keys that I bought, and when I say keys, like these are like key books that for some reason or another, like they are a key issue to have. Like everybody knows this one, Amazing Spider-Man 361, the first appearance of Carnage, and really I bought it for that, but also I like the artwork on it, and Mark Bagley is one of my favorite artists, so it's like a trifecta for me, so it had to be in my collection regardless. And first full appearance of Doomsday, Superman Man of Steel 18, that's another key. First full appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor number 6. That's another key. X-Men, well, Uncanny X-Men 282, first full appearance of Bishop. That is another key. And it's also done by, I believe it's Waltz. I can't even pronounce. I can't pronounce his last name. Potasio, Waltz, whatever. But you know, he was like, if you didn't have Jim Lee and you had him, that was the man. I loved him on Wetworks, and that's another one I bought for the artwork, the artist, and just a key. So, and some more Jim Lee goodness. We got X-Men number 4, first appearance of Omega Red. Not Omega Red in the poster on issue number 1 with Cyclops and Iceman and Wolverine on the cover, but the full appearance of Omega Red in number 4. And I got that for the artwork, but key as well. Now, also, when I collect stuff, it's like, let me fix that. But it's like, sometimes I collect for the story. And one of the books or series that I collected for the stories is, or nostalgia purposes, like I said, story or nostalgia. And if you don't have this storyline in your PC, you are mad and crazy, because this is one of the best. Kraven's Last Hunt. He is basically the the spokes or the mascot, I would like to say, for the Hunt TV show. Or the Hunt streaming service, excuse me, that we do, the Hunt stream show that we do. There's Web of Spider-Man 31. Classic Kraven cover right here. Amazing Spider-Man 293. Newsstand. Then we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man 131 in a newsstand. Part 3. Then we have The Web of Spider-Man in a newsstand. Number 32, Part 4. And that's another iconic cover right there. I guess those are keys as well, as you can say. And then we have The Amazing Spider-Man in a newsstand. Number 294, Part 5. And I just love that cover. And it's like, just a great cover. And then the conclusion, Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 132, Part 6. So, Kraven's Last Hunt, man, that is like a super, like, cool story, man. If you never read it, you need to read it. I'd go out and find them. And then, like, here's another nostalgia one. I'm sort of an Aquaman fan, but, like, it's for different reasons. And there's a newsstand of when Aquaman loses his hand and ends up with the Triton on his, or the spear on his hand. But that's a key. That's a key to me. I don't know if some people don't think it's a key. I do. You know, that's when he actually becomes like the Jason Momoa character, basically, the one that we watch in the movies and stuff. Now, this is where it begins right here. So, Aquaman #2, To the Bone, newsstand, where he loses his hand. And another one that I love for the story is Fallen Angels. Just a great 8-issue series run. Just totally good, man. Just if you've never read it, find it or see if you can find a trade paperback of it or something. But it's just a great story for me. And then this I just love. Oh, that's a fall over. Just love for the fight. Green Lantern versus Green Lantern. Issue 197. John Stewart versus Guy Gardner. Just one of the best Green Lantern fights that you'll see back in the day. And I remember reading it as a kid, so I bought it for nostalgia, and I just love the cover of it. Now, when I say low grade is better than no grade, because if you don't have a grade, you can't get in the game, I literally mean that. And like, I will collect a low grade book. I don't care what people think. Some people act like they have to have like 9/8, and that's fine. Like Jeffrey said in his video, that's fine. If you feel like you need a 9/8, that's okay. But if I don't own the book in my collection, I feel like I'm losing out. So these are some low grade books that I have, and they're but I own them though. That's what's cool. It's like I own them. So this is Tales of Suspense, The Power of Iron Man, Civil War Before the Civil War. This is Tales of Suspense 58, Cap versus Iron Man, and it's a low grade. It's probably like a 1.5, but I'm just happy to own that book. Then I got Showcase #75. I'm a Hawk and Dove fan. Steve Ditko work here. First appearance of Hawk and Dove, and they're pretty much, you know, they're sort of blowing up with the Teen Titans show on the stream or whatever. So, but this is their first appearance, and it's done by Steve Ditko. Then I got a low grade of this in a newsstand. This is Shazam #28, the first Silver Age appearance of Black Adam. And I did not pay a lot for this book, and I'm glad to have it in my PC. My buddy hooked me up with this. It was basically free. So a lot of people, like, even I've seen worse conditions of these, and people pay like $100 to $200 for it with like half the cover missing or something else. And I've got like the whole cover, the whole story, and it's just like line breaking creases and stuff on it, and like some kind of little wear on the corners and stuff, but still got the whole story. So, and then I got this from my buddy from Black House Comics, Eternals #5. It's a low grade copy, but it's still, you know, an Eternals book, #5. I had a chance to get #1 back in the day, but I'm still kicking myself because I didn't. And then I got this when I went to Tulsa for the Wizard World Con, and I just loved I always wanted the cover because Luke Cage punching Spider-Man off a building. That's kind of cool to me. It's Amazing Spider-Man 123, and just a low grade Spider-Man book, but just totally awesome cover. I always wanted it, and I marked it off my list this year, so I was glad to get that. And this right here, Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos 13. Another Silver Age appearance of Captain America and Bucky. And it's a low grade book, but it is like the first time that Cap and Nick Fury meet, and it's just a great book to have in your PC, and it goes for a lot. So me having a low grade of it doesn't matter to me. And that's like some of the stuff that I collect, man. It's just like I do that just because I like them, the way that I collect. And I do collect for speculation sometimes, but not really a lot. Like I was ahead of the curve on the Captain Marvel deal because I love Captain Marvel, so that was like, you know, a no-brainer. And then like the Captain America stuff about Bucky and Sam Wilson, I already got that stuff, so I was ahead of the curve on that because I'm a Captain America fan. And it's yeah, man. I'd like to thank Jeffrey, man, for tagging me in this in the video. And I guess I'm gonna tag Thanatos and the Comicholics and Who else could I tag? DS Comics. I want to tag DS Comics. So I tag those three people, and you don't have to do the video, I guess, if you don't want to, but it's just a tag going around. So I catch you guys in the next video, and see you guys later. Have a good one.